clients. Products not available in every state. Can one car give you the peace of mind to help you sleep better? Count on Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan for the security and peace of mind that comes with knowing whenever your family needs health care, you can get it. Generation after generation for 80 years, we've been giving families like yours the choices and access that helps you get the care that's right for you. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Confidence comes with every card.
Never quitting takes commitment. A relentless will to push forward. At Beaumont, we're dedicated to giving our all for our patients. Like catching cancer at its very first sign, or implementing ways to prevent heart attack. Because never quitting takes someone just as committed as you are. Visit beaumont.org/HRA to take a free health risk assessment. There's no quit in us, because there's no quit in you. Beaumont.
Want more Michigan? We've got it. Ford has more of what you're looking for less. More selection, less hassle. 1,000 new Fords. More savings. New 2019 Ford F-150 lease for $129 a month, 24 months, 1,500 yearly deposit rate. More for your trade-in. And more sales and service hours, so there's less planning. Want more? We got it. Taylor Ford. At your service. Online at shoptaylorford.net. We will always get more for less. Expires by 31/19.
The only way you can take 97.1 The Ticket with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere. Ryan LaFontaine Automotive Group, the family deal.
All right, new feature on the show, as we do every day now, is keep your sports betting mania. Sully's in the driver's seat for it. If you've heard it, great. If you haven't, it's easy. We will pick a game every day. His best selection. He'll put his confidence behind it. We will track it. And we will roast him if and when he fails. It's Sully's cocked and loaded pick of the day.
It's 4:45. Not getting any action at home. We have Sully laid it down for you.
Bangkok 96.
It's like Sully's cocked and loaded gets the day.
I'd love to get that pulled, for sure. All right, Sully, it started out with a bang. A 3-unit winner on Friday. That's right. Loser on Monday. A loser last night, no? That was rough last night, man. You had over 220 in the Golden State Portland game, and, well, it went way under. What is your record, and where did the units stand?
but they should hold it the day after the Super Bowl with all the non-playoff teams getting in the lottery. All 32 teams, open lottery. The catch? Teams 5, 4, and 3 get added into the lottery at the 6th pick, and teams 1 and 2 are added in at the 11th. No more tanking. The Pistons not tanking means they're always going to be just good enough to never be great. That's from Don. And Paul and Shelby writes in, I think the NFL lottery would be fair. Have the owners arm wrestle for the top pick on Monday. Thank you, Paul, for that. Let's knock down some calls. I'll reset everything at 5 o'clock. Mark is in West Bloomfield up next. What's up, Mark?
How's it going today, Mike?
Good, buddy.
Just calling in about our Zion conspiracy theory, going back to Duke.
Okay.
Said the same thing last night to my buddies. As soon as the Pelicans got the pick, I said, he's going back to Duke or he's calling an Eli Manning.
Well, think about this. Why wouldn't he's a generational player, at least the best since Unibrow, maybe the best since LeBron, or at most ballyhooed. Why wouldn't that player have hired an agent by now?
I'm with you, and especially with all these new rules about how players basically go back to school, you know.
Right. As long as you don't hire an agent, right?
Yes, now they have all the leverage in the world. I mean, before it was like, all right, I guess I'm going to Cleveland, I guess I'm going to Minnesota. Now it's, I'm going to go back to college, be a king, get just as much exposure on ESPN. And
Or at a minimum, you just tell New Orleans, like Eli told San Diego back then, I ain't playing for you.
I'm with you.
Then you have Coach K come out and do an impassioned plea. And Mark, here's the other thing. They wasted 9 years of Anthony Davis. 8 or 9 years of Anthony Davis. And yet Sully and David are looking at me like I'm nuts.
Nah, I mean, he sounds like, sounds like this kid, humble and everything, but, I mean, it's his future. Why would he waste all early career in a dumpster fire with the Pelicans?
Mark, I'm going to ask these two a question. Let's see what their answer is. Give me one legitimate reason Zion Williamson hasn't hired an agent.
Doesn't need to. He's already the bona fide number 1 overall pick.
That's not legitimate. Totally illegitimate.
He could go get a deal with Nike without an agent.
No. Mike, you're not looking around me. That's pretend. Tell me how this guy, a la LeBron James, or
Look at the traffic going the other direction. It's crazy.
the break glass in case of emergency scenario of a broke weak franchise like New Orleans or Memphis winning the lottery. Now, I don't have dramatic music, but I'm just selling you something. David already ruined my Wednesday night. I'm not going to get to sit in the backyard and relax because
Clear up.
you brought the rain. You didn't want me happy.
Scattered rain.
I got it. But Zion, I agree with Sully. He doesn't need an agent right now.
He's the number 1 overall pick.
Why? Drafts in 3-4 weeks.
He doesn't need one.
People does anyone out there think the way I do, that it's kind of odd Zion doesn't have an agent? New Orleans wins it. That gives him the out to go back to school, right? But if he had it, see, here's the one thing. This is where you two didn't think this through, but that's all right. Now I'm going to help you, which is going to make my day harder. If he had a power agent like Rich Paul right now, you could already be executing the power. They could have come out last night. I ain't playing for New Orleans. Boom. Could have blown the lid off. Can't do that when you don't have an agent. Anybody?
Maybe he's just enjoying his time getting wined and dined by all his agents. I get how it looks. I get how it looks, but I can't see
That
him
Mr.
turn it down.
Rogers' ass opinion.
I can't see him.
Mr. Sprinkles, stop it with that. Soft opinions. This is Kansas radio. He's just enjoying the process.
No, this is a guy that could have easily just sat out the entire season in fear of getting injured, and he wanted to play because he wanted to, play with his
Oh,
teammates.
so he didn't hire an agent out of the goodwill of his own heart?
No, I'm making the point of I can't see him turning down a team and putting his feet down, saying I refuse to play. It just doesn't seem like the kid he is.
What's the one franchise in the league that has literally no redeeming quality outside of fatty foods?
The Pistons.
Wait, DC is a cool city now. Wait a second. Plus,
should get uniforms that say the district on
The
them.
Kings. This is a good city.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
By NBA standards, it's on par.
standards.
Okay, David. By not a time-ass traveler, it's
You talked about a city that just has food and nothing else. The city, Washington D.C. sucks right now.
I know, but it's still DC. It's still a major city. You can get branded. New Orleans, you are in outer space.
I think that he'll be fine in New Orleans, and my theory from yesterday will exist. It's a Southern team. He'll be fine. The NBA wants a Southern team to be good. New Orleans will be good again.
New Orleans will be in Seattle in 5 years.
Well, then Seattle will be good again.
And then Zion will turn into Fat Sean Kemp, and it'll be like the circle of life. No, I'm throwing it out there. There's something about him not having an agent.
That is weird. I get that.
I mean, come on.
Maybe it's a situation where he's just in case a doomsday situation comes where he does have to return to Duke.
Okay, well, is this the
But
Duke?
is this a doomsday
Hell,
for him?
okay. What team that was lottery eligible would have been a worse situation for him? I'll hang up.
The top two, they got it, to be honest with you.
And guess what?
The money talks, though, man. Like, you just go, even forget about who's playing for. Go catch him and make it.
Money talks. Eli Manning. It's happened in sports. John Elway did it.
As you said
They're
before,
here, Nuggets. Oh my God, I almost said Brett Lindros. That's the band brother who plays for the Islanders. Eric Lindros did it. He said no to the Nordiques, right? Got traded to Philly. This has happened.
but as you said before, the money off the court, he can now just cash in on. Just go get it.
All right. Suburban Cadillac of Troy. Time for some fun. Suburban Cadillac Troy Motor Mall. 2019 Escalade Luxury Edition. Beautiful vehicle. Arrive in style and at an unbelievable price. The Luxury Edition, if you're not familiar with how they tier the Escalade out, this is damn near it. Features leather and suede appointments, navigation, moonroof, drive distance, all-wheel drive, and a whole lot more. You can lease the Escalade $749 a month over 6 months. Suburban Cadillac of Troy, the most experienced Cadillac dealer in Metro Detroit. Our sales staff top to bottom, first class. The price on an Escalade, first class, $749, and it will not last long. Stop on out and see them, Suburban Cadillac of Troy. Online anytime. That's SuburbanCadillacofTroy.com. That's SuburbanCadillacofTroy.com.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by Jets Pizza, 75 South Auto Schaefer, still closed due to an earlier accident and cleanup. There is still a backup right around Clark Street. You can use 94 or 4th Street to get around it. M59 westbound before 75, a crash is reported, and 2 separate accidents on 275 heading northbound. There's one after 8 Mile, another at 9 Mile, both on the shoulders. Jets has been making the best pizza on the planet for over 40 years because they've always been committed to quality. Get the best of Jets, a large pizza with premium mozzarella and one topping for $11.99. Code 1JETS. Jets, better because it has to be. I'm Michelle Pena on the WWJ 24-hour traffic center.
Today, business happens here, and virtually anywhere. Because today, innovative companies are reinventing the way business happens, and they need people who can keep up. With the expertise and technology to get packages to over 150 million deliveries. So, who can help you deliver the future of commerce? The United States Postal Service. See why we deliver more e-commerce packages to homes than anyone at USPS.com/future.
At Principal, we get it. You have big plans for your money, but sometimes life has something else in mind. There are twists and turns you never see coming. Twists like promotions and job transfers, and turns like new family members and rising college tuitions. Life doesn't always go according to plan. We can help you plan for that. Principal, investments, retirement, insurance.
Sponsored by member companies of Principal, Des Moines, Iowa, Principal National Life and Principal Life Insurance Company, Principal Global Investor. Securities offered by Principal Securities Inc. Member SIPC.
97 The Ticket. In Beaumont, Student Heart Check program provides a healthy heart check for students whose families might not otherwise be able to afford. Go to 971theticket.com, search Student Heart Check, and help make a difference in our community.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Tempura of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, call 877-734-2200.
Justin Verlander and
Houston Astros face off against Miguel Cabrera and the Detroit Tigers tonight at Comerica Park at 7:10. Miss any of the action? For tickets, go to tigers.com or call 866-66-TIGER. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. The radio.com sports station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. This is 97.1. The Ticket.
Mercedes-Benz of Novi Tigers trying to get back on track tonight. They're wrapping up a 3-7 with the Astros down at Comerica Park. Miguel Cabrera, though, will not play in tonight's game. That's due to knee soreness. So Gregory Soto get the call against former Tiger Justin Verlander. Live for you right here on the Ticket, starting at 7:10. After announcing on Monday, he'll be leaving Michigan, take over as the head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers. John Beeline did speak for the first time last night to him live at the draft lottery about why he made the decision when he did.
There's never a good time to make it. And he made better choices. He made too early, maybe. But it was, I think this was an outlet to the
Beeline went on to say that he took the job because he believes Cleveland is ready to turn the corner with the talent they have, and he didn't take him long to make this decision. Elsewhere in the league, there's one game on the hardwood tonight. It's game one of the Eastern Conference Finals from the Milwaukee Bucks bringing the Raptors. We'll tip it off at 8:30. While the Stanley Cup playoffs continue tonight. Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals from St. Louis. Blues bringing the Sharks. That series tied in a game apiece. On the Ticket Update next. Got Ryan Woolley for more. Go to 971theticket.com. Breasts. Chin licking. I think Chris has his left arm is note number 2, and it don't white. Thanks for that, Stoney. All right, hour number 4. Good to have you aboard, and I will give you all the thoughts you can handle and more about the NBA draft lottery drama at 5:30. But we have a little play on that right now, and the play is simple. Last night was TV theater, right? We sat there and we watched a math equation. That's what the NBA lottery is. It's a math equation. We watched a guy with a briefcase hand over a box of cards, and we were enthralled. All it is, it's a math equation, right? And we were locked in. Why? No players were drafted last night. Nobody was fighting. It was just the time. And it was riveting. And immediately, America was buzzing. Writers were writing. Hosts were hosting. It was awesome. So, here's my question. Why doesn't the NFL do it? I mean, we're a football-addicted society. But what's better than football? More football, right? That's your prescription for everything. More cowbell. Well, what's better than the NFL draft? A more intriguing NFL draft. A draft before the draft. Now, how you decide to implement this is up to you. I made the suggestion I would take the top 10 teams. And I would put them in a lottery. But I can't really come up with a reason why they don't have one. Or why it would be negative. I can't think of a single negative thing about last night's outcome. The NBA shuffled the odds, normalized it a little bit. They don't want teams processing and winning 8 games a year. Now, here's the unintended consequence. For all you process truthers who are more interested in, I don't know, trying to be right than anything else, you don't even get that you're wrong. What the NBA's unintended consequence is that this is going to actually drag more teams down. That the teams that could make the playoffs or could be competitive or could sneak in are no longer going to bother doing it. All-Star break comes around. We don't really want to be the 8th seed. We're gonna eat a bullet. Let's tank. And you'll go, but wait, tanking's dead. No, it's not. I mean, full season, blatant, disgraceful 10-72 processing? It's dead. But losing? No. New Orleans tanked at the All-Star break. Remember all the times they sat Anthony Davis embarrassingly, let him play the 3 quarters, and then sat him? They had a 6% chance. Guess what? They won the Remember when I did that show? I would rather have a 6% chance at Zion than your stupid playoff push. Ask yourself if I'm the dummy now. Now, take that and bring it to the NFL. How amazing would that be? The drama. Think about how passionate we are about football. The NFL draft lottery in a year where Cam Newton's coming in, or Saquon Barkley. What about last year? All those quarterbacks. Who's getting the number one pick? If the NBA is riveting, what would the NFL be? I think it would be the most emotionally draining experience on earth. It'd be amazing. I want to throw the number out. 248-539-9797. Ticket text is welcome, but the phone call is preferred. Am I nuts for suggesting this? Is there a blind spot here that I'm missing a dastardly reason we can't do this? Because I think it would just only improve something that's already awesome. Michael.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to know where football fans are at with this, because it's funny, when I was looking at the official NFL draft, which is run by the NFL, Twitter page today, they actually posted, hey, you know, NBA has one, we want one too. And it would be so crazy to see how that shakes out. Now, part of me thinks the Lions will find a way to get screwed over it.
Here we go.
They will. There'll be 1 year, and people will agree with me on this. There'll be 1 year where the Lions will have the number one odds and then get like the 10th pick or something, just because that's how it works. But no, I think there'd be so many more storylines in the NFL, even like stuff around like trading draft picks and stuff, which people always want to talk about draft trades and mock drafts. It would be a whole other dynamic that would, I don't think it's dramatic to say, it would totally change the entire sport. It really would. Having to shuffle in the deck with the top 10. And you would have a year where the 8th or 9th team got the first overall pick.
It'd be incredible.
You might have an 8th or 9th overall team that should have been a playoff team but had a few injuries that picked 9th overall, then all of a sudden they're picking one.
What about the situation? Well, here's what's interesting. The NFL's draft comes after free agency. The NBA's comes before. What if we moved the draft up? Moved free agency back? Reorganized the league calendar? What if, like, Jacksonville went from 7 to 1? Nick Foles never happens.
Well, Nick Foles is going to take him to the Super Bowl.
All right,
but
that's
no,
fair.
And the thing is, too, for all the people out there who want to say you can never try to lose and that type of stuff, whatever. If you have that opinion, okay, cool.
No, that's not cool.
No, but this would be the best both worlds, because it would still encourage being competitive. It would encourage teams to be competitive, because at the end of the day, you still have a percentage chance to get it. It's not like you just can win 2 games or be the Browns and go at 0-16 and you're automatically getting the number 1 overall pick.
And remember, because I know there's going to be some confusion about this, or parsing of my words. Remember what I said, though, regarding this tanking thing. People are attaching a term to something that it's like they don't even know what they're arguing. Just remember this. Last night, a team with a 6% shot moved up to 1. A team with I don't know, what did the Grizzlies have? An 8% shot or whatever it is, moved to 2. Both those teams pivoted midseason and tanked. Exactly what I wanted the business. So tell me tanking doesn't. No one wants to win 10 games a year. Nobody wants to go 5-6 years and win 50 total games. You knew the league was taking that away, but guess what? Phoenix wasn't trying to tank. They were just bad. You think the Bulls were trying to tank? Hell no. They were terrible. They had a damn mutiny on their hands with their head coach. Ineptitude is not tanking. There's a difference. What Philly did, that was calculated. It was planned. It was beautiful, by the way. It was taking advantage of the rules. So if you want to argue that that's dead, that's fine. But that's not really what any of us Pistons rebuild people are arguing for. We're arguing to stop a fruitless playoff drive, stop being just good enough to be bad, and rebuild. Which means getting high draft picks. Which means a chip and a chair at the poker tournament. And last night is proof in what I preached all winter. Chip and a chair. New odds give you new life. And it's oh so poetic that a team with a 6% shot, which is the number I quoted because we went back systematically and put a realistic number on what you could win if you had pulled a Blake or Andre trade at the deadline as 6%. How beautiful. The that team won the lottery. But hey, you got your playoff. It's crazy to me that people nationally are attempting to use this as their bully pulpit for their own agenda against what? Rebuilding? It's insane. But those people are insane.
Totally would change mock drafts too, with Mel Kiper Jr.'s mock drafts.
Todd.
It would totally change everything if the NFL did this.
Dude, it would be amazing.
I just wonder if football fans would be willing to accept it, because people are so traditionalist where they don't want change in
But
that
why
regard.
accept it in basketball and the NHL, but not accept it in football?
That's why I'm curious to see if people are, or if people would be down.
248-539-9797. You'll get my rapid-fire stream of consciousness thoughts on the lottery for real at 5:30. You wouldn't update your kitchen or put an addition on without a detailed plan, right? I mean, unless you're a maniac. Don't treat your landscaping any different. Call 800-36 Miller. Let the pros at Miller design, install, and maintain beautiful landscape for you. Jeremy's team will come out, listen to what you want, and make it happen. Start with a great design, gives you the option to phase it out. Don't waste any damn money. Miller has the latest technology to show you how to bring your landscape to life with 3D landscape design. There's no blueprints or sketches that are hard to read. It's a full 3D render. You'll see what your money's buying before you ever sign a check. Let them create a space that's not only awesome, it's functional. Essentially, create your dream backyard. Call them, 800-36 Miller. That's 800-36 Miller, or you can check them out on the web at getmillernow.com. That's getmillernow.com.
The next time you're in Vegas, head to the D Las Vegas. It's not on the Strip, it's in downtown Vegas. The odds are better, the party's bigger, and you'll feel right at home. Book your stay today at thed.com. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas. Summer's almost here, and if you're a Subaru driver, that can only mean one thing. It's time to go off the grid. Let the adventure begin at LaFontaine Subaru and the new 2019 Subaru Outback 2.5i, leasing now at just $219 a month. Get to LaFontaine Subaru at Maple and Haggerty in Commerce Township, or visit LaFontaineSubaru.com today. Lease for 219 a month for 36 months at $10,999 plus tax, title, license, and fees. New signing must take delivery from dealer stock. The security deposit required. 219. I'm writing you a ticket for not wearing your seatbelt.
Mom, when you get a ticket for not buckling up, it doesn't just come from an officer. It comes from everyone who loves you.
Like your family.
And your best friend. And your other best friend. They all want you to buckle up. Every trip, every time. Because seatbelts save lives.
And we like having you around.
Did you know 3 out of 4 people ejected from a vehicle in a crash will die? So buckle up every time you drive. If you won't do it for yourself,
Do it for me.
yeah, do it for us.
All right, I buckled.
That's better. Sorry about the ticket, but you are my favorite son.
I'm your only son.
Details.
Save your money, save your life. Click it or ticket. A message from the Michigan Office of Highway Safety Planning.
The radio.com app is the best way to hear your favorite radio stations from across the country. The best music, breaking news, podcasts, they all live here. But did you know we have a radio.com newsletter? Sign up today and get updates on new stations, exclusive content, new app features, product launches, national contests, local shows, and more from radio.com. Go to radio.com/newsletter and start getting your updates today.
If you own a pair of Skechers, this ad is not for you, because you already know they're the most comfortable shoes on the planet. This ad is for those who've never tried Skechers, for the few who have never experienced the otherworldly comfort of Skechers air-cooled memory foam, never floated across the ground on comfort pods, or experienced Skechers seamless knits. You're missing out. That's like never petting a puppy. So we've made this ad for you, in hopes of showing you the light. Skechers. Live comfortably. Available at a Skechers store near you, or wherever stylish shoes are sold.
You can win up to $30,000 with Michigan Lottery's Wild Time $2 instant game when you visit 97-1 The Ticket at Comerica Park's K-Day before the Tigers take on the Oakland A's through Sunday. There's fun in every one. Get tickets for any Tigers home game at Tigers.com. Got something to say? Text 97-1 The
ticket. Marty, how you doing?
Doing good, Mike. How you doing today?
I'm great. What can I do you for?
Well, I just had a little thing on the Zion thing. What if, to entice Zion to go into New Orleans, if they offered AD to New York for their pick, and they take Barrett? Hook him up with a guy that he's already been with.
Teammate, yeah.
Start their careers there.
Yeah, well, it's funny, too. He's got a connection with John Moran. He played ball with him in high school, I think, or on the AAU circuit in South Carolina. So, yeah, Marty, I get it. I would hope that Zion goes to New Orleans. I just thought it's odd he was whisked out of the room. I thought it was odd, his reaction, because clearly you would think he would have been coached on how to handle that last night. But then again, it's also odd he doesn't have an agent. If I'm New Orleans...
Why he wasn't coached well.
Well, but Marty, here's what I would say. If I'm New Orleans, I am not interested in the number 3 overall pick in this draft. If I am trading Anthony Davis, I have to get back a young asset who's already shown an ability to play in the league at a decently high level. So I'm going after a Jason Tatum, or I just throw out young players that are really legitimate assets. Like if I'm trading Anthony Davis, I want Ben Simmons. I want Tatum. Now Marty, who knows? David Griffin, I have a lot of respect for. I think he does a good job. We'll see. But I wouldn't make that move, would you? You really want 2 rookie? That's what you're going to show for Anthony Davis? Is RJ Barrett?
To get Zion to come to New Orleans. I don't want to be there. But then you will take Barrett too with the 3rd pick, and then he's all on board. I do it.
Or you wonder the other way, if they can get AD to stay, does that get Zion to show up?
If AD will stay and he'll be content and happy, then yeah.
See, it's interesting.
The whole thing is to get Zion to be on board with being in New Orleans.
Well, and Marty makes an interesting point here, because it's already being reported that the addition of Zion doesn't change Anthony Davis's trade demand, which is kind of stupid to me, if you think about it. Now, look, I'm not sitting here telling you Anthony's wrong for wanting to get out of New Orleans, but they have Drew Holiday, who's way underappreciated, but he's a damn fine combo guard. You get Zion, and you get him at 33% the value. If this was the open market, he'd get a max deal. He'd be paid $30 million. Adding Zion, and Zion and Drew Holiday are the core of this team. They could actually very easily renounce the rights of a couple of guys and stretch provision Solomon Hill. They could create $24-25 million in cap space. They could go on the free agent market, add some pieces, and like next year, let's say New Orleans somehow went out and grabbed Mike Conley in a trade. You're starting 5 of Conley, Drew Holiday, Zion, AD. Look, and maybe Conley's a bad example because of the salary. I'm just making the point, think about the possibilities that getting Zion bring in, and what AD has already made his mind up. That's this.
He's given it time of day to consider something like that. Yeah, that would be.
And if I'm Anthony Davis, isn't playing with Zion attractive?
Of course.
It allows me to play the 3. It allows Zion to be this high-flying, one-man fast break, turns his defense into offense. Type of player that could further my career. Versus what? Going to play with old LeBron James?
I was just thinking that when you said it. What if they found a way, and what if they bring in Jimmy Butler?
Well, they were talking about Butler at the deadline day.
What if they find a way to bring him in, you pair him with AD?
Zion, have Drew Holiday. Right, that's not bad. Not bad.
I mean, come on now.
And Katie's leaving, so Golden State's out. Your competition's going to be Denver, Portland, Houston. How far away would the Pelicans be from those 3 teams?
I found it real interesting that right afterwards, his team was already saying, nope, I still want out. I still want out.
Yep. And if I'm David Griffin, and I mean what I said to Marty, I'm not interested in another pick. I need a player.
Right. Exactly.
You need to give me somebody who's accomplished something in this league.
And I think Anthony Davis, he's being a little short-sighted. He should sit back, let things settle a little bit, and then think about what he wants to do.
Look, David Griffin has all the ammunition here. Very interested to see how this plays out.
He has all the luck over the years, too. My God, that guy always finds a way to get the first pick.
Yeah, luck until he got screwed out of a contract in Cleveland. Yeah, he got real lucky there.
Getting the first pick, he does.
Okay, fair
The
enough.
magic tie he wears or whatever.
Victor is up next, 97.1. What's up, Vic?
How you doing, Mike?
Good, man.
Hey, I just wanted to say, I don't think that doing lottery in the NFL would have nowhere near the effect. Just because
I agree.
there's starters and a kicker.
Yep.
And let's say you're the fourth pick and you get the first pick, but you don't need a quarterback or you don't think one's worth it. You're going to take the defensive tackle you were going to take it for, and now you got to pay him for it.
Right, but Vic, understand, you're not wrong, but I'm not suggesting it for effect. I'm suggesting it only for the entertainment and engagement of the fans.
Well, I think it would bring that, but I don't think the league would go for it because I don't see the benefit.
Well, okay.
To the team's draft.
What I would argue is, let's say you were taking a D tackle at 22 and you moved up to 11. Now you're drafting a potentially better player. It gives teams hope. It also would incentivize a little bit of fear in teams that if you think you're just going to be bad and get the highest picks, that might not be the case. I don't know. Hey, Vic.
I agree 100%. I just wanted to make the point. I didn't think it would
And
have
you're
the
right.
same effect.
No, and Victor, you're 100% right, brother. It is not the same impact. I'm not arguing that. No doubt. No doubt. Go to Ian, 97.1. What's up, Ian?
Hey, man, thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, pal.
So, man, I love the idea of a lottery for the NFL draft just because, I mean, we've seen in Detroit year after year, we screw up enough to not get in the playoffs. And, I mean, if you get in at the NFL, you got a chance. But we don't do enough to get the first overall. I mean, the fact that I could actually go into week 11 of a season and have some semblance of hope that I'm not going to be drafted 13 and get something about that. Or if you're someone like Cleveland, you just missed, you have a hot upcoming team, and then somehow you get the number one pick again. I mean, you get a ton of draft capital for that. You can trade that, get other players. So, I mean, I love that. I think that'd be a great idea. Not that they're going to do it, but still.
No, and Ian, it was one of those things of exploring, A, is it a good idea? I think it is. But B, why wouldn't they? Like, what would hurt them? I just can't come up with a negative scenario here. Take a text.